Urvarukamekam yajamahe sagandim pushtivarana Urvarukamiva bandhana Mrityurmukshiyamamritato.
Namaste. A strong aura is a key element of both health and healing. It's the magnetic protective field around you that can help to ward off disease, accident, negative influence of any kind. And the strength of your aura is dependent on the energy in your body, how much energy you have, how focused the energy is, and the quality, the underlying consciousness of the energy. Together, they will all determine your aura. And in our class today, we're going to explore strengthening the aura, getting a stronger and more coherent flow of life force through the body to give you magnetic protection against unpleasant circumstances. And we'll do through asanas, through breathing techniques, through mantra. We'll do a number of ways to strengthen your aura. So let's begin. Come into a sitting position. Rose will be assisting with the class. A good beginning point for strengthening your aura is to focus on the spinal energy flows as you breathe, right in the center of the torso. As you inhale, energy goes up the spine to the brain. As you exhale, energy goes down the spine to the base of the spine. Try to feel that movement in you. You certainly can feel an upward movement as you inhale and a downward movement as you exhale, but try to be as specific as you can. It's right in the center of the torso. Close the eyes, lift the gaze, the spiritual eye, and breathe. You might want to lengthen your breaths a little bit and breathe through the whole torso. This alone helps to concentrate your energy in the spine. Wherever you concentrate, that's where energy goes. So if your attention is in the center of your spine, automatically you're going to draw more energy there, and your aura is going to get stronger and clearer. All right, now let's open the eyes once again. Keep this principle in mind as we go through our practice today, that keep returning to those spinal energy flows. We're going to warm up the body a little bit before we begin with asana. Come onto your knees and your hands. And we'll do some leg extensions. As you inhale, stretch the left leg back where your mirror image is here. Exhale, squeeze knee and forehead toward each other. Inhale, reach back behind, really stretch back. Exhale, squeeze in. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, squeeze in. Keep going, one more time. With your next inhalation, hold the leg back behind you, and bending at the knee, squeeze the left heel toward the buttock and straighten out. And squeeze in and straighten out. 2 more times. Really squeeze. Warm up the muscles at the back of the leg. And then bring the knee back down to the floor. Let's do the opposite side. First, the extensions. Inhale, right leg back. Exhale, forehead and knee. Inhale, stretch back. Inhale, squeeze in. And last time, and the next time back, we will hold the leg back and bend the knee, squeeze heel in toward buttock, and straighten out. And squeeze in, straighten out. Squeeze 2 more times. And straighten out and relax. Knee back down. Let's come up to a standing position now. And we'll do whole body breathing. Wonderful. If you could just do one exercise to strengthen your aura, this would be a good one. I'll demonstrate it one time. We'll do it together. We simply exhale to the floor or as far as you reach comfortably. As we inhale, arms come out in front as if you have holding heavy objects in your hands. So the arms are tensed and a wave of tension moves up through the body as you inhale, all the way up, squeezing, a little backward bend, and then exhale, relaxing forward all the way down. And inhaling, squeezing up. Let's do it together. Exhaling, relaxing forward. Keep going. Feel that wave of life energizing your whole body. 2 more times. Lots of energy, lots of vitality last time through. And let the arms circle out around you. Close the eyes and just feel the growing vitality. There's going to be a lot more soon, but already your energy level is lifting. The energy is flowing more freely in the body. Your aura is beginning to expand, get stronger. Let's do the full yogic breath. With the inhalation, as the belly expands, then the lower ribs expand, and the chest expands. And the exhalation, the chest, and then the lower ribs and the belly relax in. And we coordinate that with movement of the hands to use the natural magnetism of the hands to, the hands are in so many ancient healing traditions. The laying on of hands is integral to it. The hands radiate a lot of energy. They're strong magnets. And by using that magnetism, we will draw energy through the body as we do this sequence. Bring the palms just in front of the body, in front of the tailbone, and let's inhale. Sweep the hands up, almost touching the body. Reach up tall, stretch open. Exhaling, sliding hands down, almost touching the body, all the way to a full forward bend. And then inhaling, coming up. Stretch open. Exhaling, flowing down. Try to feel the effect of the hands on the energy in the body and add your will to that effect. As you're coming up, will the life force to flow up through the body. As you are coming down, will the life force to flow back down. We're just circulating prana. And one more time, down and up. And hold just a little bit longer at the top, and then let the hands circle out to the sides. Close the eyes, and once again, feel that freedom of movement within the body, that openness, spaciousness. Now we're going to add to what I just said about the magnetism of the hands. Anytime you circle the hands around the body, you are having an effect on your aura because you're moving magnets through your already existing magnetic field. But if you consciously think of expanding your aura as you circle the hands around, you will be able to strengthen your aura in that fashion. And we're going to practice a little magnetic protection technique that you can use. You go into a difficult circumstances, and need to be with people that you'd really rather not be with, or in a location where you'd like not to be. You can surround yourself with magnetic protection, with circling the hands around in front and then back, front and back around you. Palms together front, palms together back. And we use the mantra, Om Tat Sat. Om Tat Sat. Om when you're in front, Om Tat Sat in the back. So Om Tat Sat. Om, you can say it out loud or you can say it just to yourself. Tat Sat. And feel that visualize the effect of the hands strengthening a field of protection around you. Om Tat Sat. Om Tat Sat. A couple more times. Om Tat Sat. Om Tat Sat. And relax down. Just close the eyes. And see if you can feel sort of outside of your body. That field surrounding you is somehow larger than it was before. And next we're going to do some rounds of Surya Namaskar, sun salutation. And this can be, if we don't just treat it as exercise, this can be a wonderful way for strengthening your aura. Probably an even better way to strengthen your aura is the energization exercises of Paramahansa Yogananda that we did in our last class. But we'll show the sun salutation as a tool for that in this one. We'll move through it the first time rather slowly, so we can just get the feel of where we're going, but then we're going to start to focus on the aura strengthening aspect of this practice. So bring the hands together at the heart, be at the top of your mat if you're using a mat. Just really feel like the hands at the heart are focusing your energies inside. This is not, again, not exercise. This is focusing on working consciously with the life force. But this first time, let's just focus on the bodily movements. Relax the hands down. Let's inhale. Sweep them up overhead into a bit of a backward bend. Exhaling, circle down into a forward bend. Let's stay in this forward bend for a few breaths. Just let the spine lengthen. Really focus on lengthen your spine. If you need to bend your knees in the forward bends in order to get length in the spine, please do that. Length is much more important than stretching out the backs of your legs because it's the spine that's going to magnetize. Bring the hands to the floor. Step the left foot back and the knee comes down to the floor. Turn the toes away from you. Hands beside your right foot. And just stay here for a couple breaths, letting the pelvis descend to the floor. And then bring the toes of the left foot to the floor and step the right foot back into plank position. And then bend the knees and bring the knees to the floor, chest to the floor, between the hands, and slide forward into a gentle cobra pose. We'll go a little deeper into cobra on successive times through. And release back down. Press down and up into downward dog. Bend your knees if you need to in downward dog to keep your spine straight, just like Rose is doing. Don't be shy about that. Yes, we'd like to have the legs straight, but it's much more important to have the spine straight. And the next inhalation, step the left foot forward between the hands. Once again, let the pelvis settle toward the floor. And then turn the toes of the right foot under, step forward, and relax down into Padahastasana. Again, bend the knees if you need to in order to have the spine long. And then inhaling, sweep the hands up, open, tuck the pelvis, backward bend, and bring the hands back to the heart. So we're going to go through this sequence several more times. So relax the arms to the sides for a moment and focus on the energy in the spine, rising as you inhale, descending as you exhale. If you can be primarily aware of this energy as you're going through sun salutation, much more so even than the physical movements of the body, then you're going to start to have a very focused flow of energy through the center of the body, and your aura will get much stronger. So at least to be aware of the energy. This next time through, let's just focus on being aware of the rising and descending energy in the spine. Let's bring the hands together at the heart once again, and focus your energy, your awareness in the spine. Let's just observe the spinal energies. Release the hands to the sides. Inhale, sweep up. Feel the energy rising, exhaling, and energy flows down the spine as you come into the forward bending position. We'll just stay here for one breath this time. Again, bend the knees as much as you need to. This time, inhale, step the right foot back, the right knee comes down onto the floor, and let's bring the hands up overhead in Banarasana, the monkey pose. Let's open up the front side of the body. Can you feel the spinal flows happening in this position too? Not hard, especially the inhalation gets emphasized. And let's bring the hands down beside the left foot and toes turned under, and step the left foot back into plank position. And then knees to the floor, chest and chin. Slide up into a little bit higher cobra pose this time. If you lost track of the spinal energies, close the eyes and bring them back under your awareness. And let's release down and back and up into downward dog. Just pause here. See if you can feel the spinal flows. With your next inhalation, bring the right foot forward between the hands and sweep the arms up. Open up. Again, backward bends tend to emphasize the inhalations, but don't neglect the exhalations. We want to be aware all the time. And release the hands down beside the foot. Turn the left toes under. Let's step forward into Padahastasana. Relax the spine really long. It's like Rose is doing. Bend the knees as much as you need to in order to get the spine long. Let the head relax toward the floor. And then soften the knees. Let's inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Stretch tall. And then back to the initial position, hands together at the heart. Now, from just being aware of the spinal energies, let's take it a step farther and try to feel the spinal energies moving the body. They certainly move the breath. Rising current of energy in the spine is what causes you to inhale. Descending current of energy causes you to exhale. This is just a fact. This is not something that you have to wonder about. But can you feel those rising and descending energies helping to move the body, initiating that bodily movement as we go into the various positions of this sequence? If you can tune into that and strengthen that with your will, then you'll be going many steps forward in strengthening your aura as well. So bring the hands at the heart. Let's do another couple rounds here. Let's release the hands to the sides. Inhale, sweep up. Feel the inhalation drawing you up. Exhale, downward current of energy in the spine brings you into Padahastasana. The left foot goes back with the inhalation. Arms flow up. Nice long breath. Exhalation, you come back down. And you'll step the right foot back into plank position. And then knees, chest, and chin to the floor. Sweep up with the inhale. Feel the inhalation lifting you. The rising energy lifting you. Descending energy drawing you back and up into downward dog. Feel the inhalation drawing your left foot forward between the hands and sweeping the arms up. The exhalation brings the arms back down and step forward into Padahastasana. The inhalation lifts you. The rising current of energy in the spine lifts you. Descending brings you back to the initial position. Let's close the eyes. Let's enjoy that vitality in the center of your body especially. It's expanding your aura. Let's do it again with the hands at the heart. Before we do it this next time, let's just practice the affirmation for Surya Namaskar. You can follow along with me. Salutations to the sun, to the awakening light within, to the dawning of higher consciousness in all beings. Relax the hands to the sides. Inhale, sweep them up. Tuck the pelvis, opening up. Exhaling, flowing down. Again, try to feel the spinal currents moving you as you inhale the right foot back and arms come up. Exhale, the arms go back down. You step the left foot into plank position. Knees, chest, and chin to the floor. The inhalation, the rising current draws you into cobra. The exhalation draws you into down dog. Let the next inhale bring the right foot forward. Sweep the arms up. Open. Exhaling. Relax down. Step the left foot forward. Inhale. Sweep the arms up. Stretching tall. Open. Exhaling back to the heart. Let's close the eyes, and now there's nothing to distract you from those spinal currents. Just easy flow through the center of your torso. And feel your sense of who you are expanded around you as you've strengthened your aura here. Just breathe into that and feel a kind of expanded sense of your influence on the area around you. Try to feel that be a benevolent influence on your surroundings. When you radiate benevolence, that too is strengthening for your aura. And you could do a lot more rounds of sun salutation. We're going to stop here, but that's a wonderful start at flowing a stronger current of energy through your center. Now we'll do some other asanas that will also help to strengthen that energy current. I'm going to reorient my mat here for a moment, and then we'll begin our next asana. Okay, let's come down onto our knees now for Parigasana, the gate pose. Wonderful asana for, again, opening up that flow of energy in the spine. Let's step the left foot directly out to the side. Left hand resting only lightly on left leg. Inhale, sweep the right arm up. Exhaling, sliding over to the side. Open the chest. Try to have the chest facing forward. The arm really comes over like an extension of your spine, so it's not hanging out vertical. So over to the side. Breath is flowing. But keep the underside of the rib cage open. Don't close it off in the sideways bend. You'll close off the flow of prana to a degree also and diminish your aura. One more breath here. And let's inhale. Reach up and step the left knee back to join the right. Close the eyes and just relax into this Tadasana on your knees. Really tune into the astral currents now. As we do the second side, focus especially, feel that rising current. This asana helps you to tune into that rising current in the spine especially. Let's step the right foot out to the side. If the toes don't come down to the floor, that's fine. Just leave them off. Let's inhale, sweep the left arm up. Exhale, over to the side, lightly resting on the right leg, only lightly. The left arm up and over the top. And try to feel that rising current as you inhale up through this arc of the astral spine. Rising current is inherently associated with a lifting of consciousness with joy. Mentally affirm. Waves of joy surge upward in my spine. Waves of joy surge upward in my spine. And inhale and reach up tall and Step the right knee back to join the left. And let's come into comfortable sitting position. Legs out in front, feet flat on the floor, knees bent. Just rest here for a moment. Close the eyes and enjoy that current in the spine. We'll be focusing a lot on that current in the spine the next few asanas as well. So just stay with it. The more you can stay with it, the clearer and stronger your aura will be. We're going to do Navasana, boat pose. Supported Navasana with the hands behind the knees. Just place the hands behind the knees for support and drop the torso back a bit and straighten out through the legs as much as is comfortable for you. You may need to keep the knees bent a little bit. That's okay. Just keep the breath flowing. Concentrate on the spinal currents. And if you want to take away the supports of your hands, go ahead. But if you want to keep it there, go ahead also. Just focus on the spine. That's what it's all about. Just silently affirm, within my every breath is infinite power. Within my every breath is infinite power. One more breath. And relax. Back down. Circle arms out over the knees once again. Just pause for a moment here. Keep aware of those astral currents. Every bit as strong now as they were when you're in the asana. Just because we're in a relaxed position doesn't mean that those currents are dying off. They're very strong. But will we be aware of it? That's the question. Let's do an asana now that will help us be even more aware of it. Rose will do Dhanurasana, bow pose, and for those of you who would prefer, I'll do Salabhasana, locust pose, and you can choose which one you do. So in any case, come onto the front side of the body. Arms down at your sides, and if you're going to do bow pose, bend the knees and grasp your ankles, firmly press the pubis into the floor, and as you inhale, reach back and up through the legs, drawing the body up into the bow shape. If you want to do locust pose, arms down by your sides, inhale, lift the chest, the head, the arms, the legs. In either case, keep the breath flowing smoothly. Silently affirm, I recall my scattered forces to recharge my spine. I recall my scattered forces to recharge my spine. And let's relax back down. Let the body soften. Turn your head to one side. And press back in a child pose. The back side of the body gets stretched out now. This easy child pose. But again, stay with the spinal currents. If we just lose track of them, if we don't pay attention to them, so easy for our energy to dissipate. And accordingly, for our aura, it's like we're letting down our guard a bit. Not only the protection against negative influences, but we'd be letting down our magnetism to draw to us positive influences. The aura does both. All right, let's come back up to upright into Vajrasana, a firm pose. We're going to do Simhasana, lion pose, in a moment, but first, just let the legs relax completely. Explain what we'll do in lion pose. We're going to hold the breath in lion pose. We're going to inhale, lift the energy up the spine to the throat chakra, here at the base of the neck. Hold the breath there. And as we hold the breath, the whole body is going to be lightly tensing. And we'll thrust the tongue down and out and turn the eyes strongly down. So we're converging energy. The eyes and tongue from above, the rising current of the breath from below converges in the throat center. It's a wonderful asana to do in cold and flu season, but all the time for strengthening your resistance to illness. So let's try it together. Let's breathe up, inhale up through the spine, into the throat chakra. Hold the breath, lightly tense, thrust the tongue out, eyes down. And release the breath, release the tongue, release the tension, and exhaling. Take a little deeper breath this time. See if you can hold the breath longer. We'll use the affirmation. Let's inhale. Hold, thrust the tongue out, lightly tensing. Silently affirm, I purify my thoughts, my speech, my every action. I purify my thoughts, my speech, my every action. And let the breath go. And one last time. Let's inhale up the spine into the throat. Hold, tongue out, eyes down, lightly tensing. I purify my thoughts, my speech, my every action. And relax back down, let the body soften. Close the eyes, lift the gaze, the point between the eyebrows, and feel that radiance in the entire throat region. Wonderful immune booster. Okay, let's lie back on the floor into corpse pose, Shavasana. Palms open to the sky, body completely relaxed. Now you're free to focus exclusively on the spinal currents as you breathe. Stay with them. The body has a tendency to just disperse its energy when you're in corpse pose. This energy kind of dribbles away from you. But if you keep a strong concentration, a strong focus in the spine, and a good way to do that is to follow the astral breath, then you'll magnetically keep that dispersion of energy to a minimum and keep your magnetism to a maximum. Let's bring your attention back to the physical body. Bend the knees, bring them up, squeeze them into the torso. Roll left and right across the spine a few times. And then over onto one side. Let's come back to upright now. We're going to do another aura strengthening technique before we go into the meditative portion of this class. This is called Mahamudra. Rose is going to demonstrate this practice. It has positions, but it's more of a moving practice, and it's going to very strongly magnetize your spine. You start by sitting on the left heel. So the left heel is against the anus, and you're squeezing the right knee into the chest. So Rose is not going to mirror you on this. And you inhale, squeeze the knee into the chest. As you hold the breath, stretch the right leg forward, circle the big toe with the interlaced fingers of the two hands. And then come back and up, squeeze the knee in once again. And then we'll switch sides. So you're sitting on the right heel, squeezing the left knee. We'll add a little bit to it this time. Inhaling, squeezing in. Hold the breath, stretch forward, and as you circle around that big toe, pull back on the big toe. So you're bringing the body forward, but then pull back against that pull with the spine. So we're magnetizing the spine. And release, come back to upright. And let the breath relax out. And now, sitting on neither heel, but circling around both knees. Squeeze them in as you inhale. As you hold the breath, stretch both legs forward, circle both big toes, drop the chin down to the chest in the Jalandhara Bandha. I want to do this every time. I'm just adding it piece by piece. And then come back to upright and exhale. All right, that's one round. Let's do another round. Sit on the left heel. Squeeze the right knee in. Let's inhale to a count of 8. Hold the breath, stretch forward. Hold for a count of 4 as you pull on the hands but resist with the spine. And then straighten to upright and exhale 8. Switch sides, hopefully without an extra breath in between, but do if you need to. Inhaling, squeezing this time the left knee in. As you hold the breath, then stretch the left leg forward. Again, pull on the toe, but resist with the spine, magnetizing the spine. And then come back to upright, exhaling. And then both knees, hugging to the chest, squeeze them in, inhale 8. Hold the breath, reach forward, circling both big toes, pulling in the two opposite directions, magnetizing the spine, chin to chest, and then straighten back up, squeeze the knees in once more, and exhale. Okay, let's relax out of the technique now, and let's sit in a comfortable, upright position for meditation. So you can do Mahamudra many times. In his autobiography of a yogi, Paramahansa Yogananda wrote of one saint who used to do an hour a day of Mahamudra with a special breath that's particular to the Kriya Yoga technique. And it gave him tremendous magnetism. But if you'll even do this 2, 3, 4, 6 times once a day, it will strengthen your aura palpably. And not only that, but give you a greater degree of energy generally to conduct your life. We're going to, in our meditation practice now, we're going to practice a mantra, very powerful mantra for magnetic protection. There are a number of mantras. We did one already, the Om Tat Sat, circling the hands around the body. This is a little bit longer, but not long, really. The words are Om, Hring, H-R-I-N-G, Hring, Kling, K-L-I-N-G, Kling, Krishnaya Namaha. Om, Hring, Kling, Krishnaya Namaha. We're going to repeat that over and over again. Close the eyes, lift the gaze to the point between the eyebrows. And you feel yourself very strongly focused in your spine. And repeat this mantra along with me. I'll say it through once again before we start. Om Hring Kling Krishnaya Namaha. And say it with power. So if you're in circumstances where you can say it out loud, that's wonderful. If not, say it inwardly, but with a lot of energy. Don't hold back. You can feel your aura expanding with each repetition. Let's do it. Om Hring Kling Krishnaya Namaha. 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 Quieter. Om Hring Kling Krishnaya Namaha. Om Hring Kling Krishnaya Namaha. Om Hring Kling Krishnaya Namaha. Quieter still. Om Hring Kling Krishnaya Namaha. Om Hring Kling Krishnaya Namaha. Silently. Om Hring Kling Krishnaya Namaha. Om Hring Kling Krishnaya Namaha. Om Hring Kling Krishnaya Namaha. Continue. Chanting it powerfully but silently. Let go of the mantra now and just sit quietly in that field of magnetic protection all around you, vastly expanded now, vastly stronger. And know that as you go back into outward activity, you will have that protection, you will have that strength to draw to you that which is in harmony with your overall magnetic field and to repel from you that which is not in harmony with it. Let's slowly open the eyes once again. And there's one technique that's more powerful than all the others for a strong aura. That is keeping the consciousness of God's presence within. When you live with God, your magnetism is very strong. Nothing can touch you. Joy to you.